the Wednesday, the midweek, he moves from death unto life. He's an initiator of life. He's becoming like his creator. It's the witnesses, the two views of who and what he is. On the one hand, evolution, simply copies going on with random mistakes, looking pseudo as if he's developing, becoming a god. Well, it takes 1,000,000 incarnations that way. This is not the economic efficiency of my God. My God creates bang in one day. In the beginning, he speaks the word. And from nothing, or the purity of space, in fact, when he moves on the waters, the physical, by the time he's finished moving, you've got the astral stars of heaven. But in him is life, and the life is the light of the world. You try existing without sunlight, starlight. And reasonably close to you too. And you'll be filled with light. That's why the astral is such turmoil. It's this firmament of intense gathering before you become civilized. You're this random acting child trying to copy, practicing, making mistakes. You're bipolar. Kids are. They're screaming at one point, and at another, no, they're screaming with joy now. They're up and down like yo-yos. They play with the yo-yo. They love the bouncing ball. They're children. This copycat evolution suddenly clashes in the midst of the week. With actual life itself, which is love, creativity, the causal. It comes from God. It's no longer listening to the lecture and writing notes. It's writing the book itself. You become the writer. You become the lecturer. You become, if you like, the teacher. You are the creativity of understanding. You're logos in that sense. You are the word. But the word isn't some dead description of what was. It's the creative causal. So the joy of the fourth day of the week, what we call God's day, Thor's day, is that this child is now experiencing love and creativity. His ego is expanding. It's suddenly whoosh, embracing others. He's in joy. He's filled with hope. The sky's the limit. Thunder. Hence on Friday, his ego wants to embrace God. This is freer. My soul longs for you. He stops eating meat because he's a transformed individual who doesn't want to kill. He's a creator, not a killer. He's free as love, the goddess. He looks forward to a perfect friendship with God. And by evening, he's found it. Settles down to supper with God. A book of verse underneath the bough. A loaf of bread, a jug of wine, and thou, heavenly one, beside me singing in the wilderness. We're at table. We're not Gabriel, who is privileged to stand in the presence of God. We are the sons of God, daughters as well, of course. I mean, we don't have a right gender word. We sit at table with God. We commune with him. This is what the Sabbath is, the Saturday. Which, of course, Constantine, not being a regenerative individual by any means, got rid of. Shifted the celebration to Sunday. You see, Saturday, Sabbath was stunned amazement. Everything just stops. Because we are utterly astonished, breathless in the presence, being in the presence of God. So, the celebration has to wait until the first day of the week. The worship's done then. Which is why the Christian has found he's postponed his celebration of God to when he's recovered from the reality of being fully with God in the kingdom of heaven. And the 8th day, the 8th chakra, so to speak, is the crown of true life, the eternal day, the eternal life, our heritage from the start, by the grace of God. Love you, Dad. Thank you, Dad. Look, it's a story. It's not just a story. It's offered as a blessing. If you try it on and it doesn't fit, I understand. We are all unique. Your take on the loveliness of God is equal with mine and any other person's. Because by the grace of God, that's who we are. And he loves your unique view of him. Of course, because you are his child too. Bless you. And you are blessed. Thank you, Dad.